Walappu, Uuchuthuu. We live in a town called Mariposa. Its namesake is the butterfly, and that just goes to show how prevalent these beautiful pollinator creatures and relatives were at the time of settlement.
You used to see hundreds, and whenever you went out someplace, they were always there. And when you don't see them anymore, it starts making me sad.
There used to be a time where you could go down to Walappu, it's what we call the Merced River, just flooded with butterflies.
Pollinators are the insects that do the service of pollinating a plant by visiting one flower and another flower and then transferring pollen and leading to sexual reproduction in the next generation of plants.
Butterflies have specific host plants that they need in order to complete their life cycle. You can find the eggs and the caterpillars all hanging out on those milkweed plants and munching away until they can become adults.
Butterflies start hatching and start eating on the basket tree material, and that's their food. And after they're gone, then the basket tree material is harvested and we can use it.
Milkweed, for example, that's what would be used as cordage. And the other pollinator plants, that's our food and that's our medicine and that's our basketry material.
Here's some mugwort, and there's some mint behind me, and that one's also being visited by a bunch of bumblebees and butterflies. Every plant and animal, even the rocks, is interconnected, and it's all related in some way or another.
Invasive plants have the capacity to change the composition of that plant and animal community long term.
Things that were brought over during colonization, they get a foothold here, and then they start spreading, and they start outcompeting the native flora or the native animals, the fauna.
When they use the basket material, they put it in their mouth to split it. So if it's been sprayed with pesticide, that's going directly into your body. It's harmful to you, it's harmful to the plant, it's harmful to the animals.
Depending on the chemical, it could be systemic, which means that it'll travel up through the plant and stay and persist.
Monarch butterflies are experiencing drastic population declines. In the western United States, it's like 99.9% of monarch butterflies that existed in the 1980s don't occur anymore. We are potentially seeing the total collapse of monarch butterflies. A monarch butterfly will be flying around and the milkweed is all gone. They're just going to keep on flapping around until they either find milkweed or they die. When we're talking about species and extinction, it's about forever.
With the butterfly, it's a little thing, but yet it can be enormous. Because we don't have any land base, it's destroying a lot of the property and a lot of the stuff that we gather. If we were federally recognized, I think we probably would have a little more say on that.
The tribe was violently removed from the Yosemite Valley for the formation of the National Park Service. Because of that, their treaty was not ratified.
We're still getting federal recognition, but we're moving forward with or without it.
Any piece of land has the opportunity to host life, to host biodiversity. It is meaningful for the rest of life to have spaces to exist in, whether it's huge Yosemite National Park or somebody's backyard.
Mariposa Creek Project is a partnership between the tribe, the Sierra Foothill Conservancy, and the county. We partner with Xerces Society and Mariposa Native Plants, replanting pollinator plants within the oak fire scar to get that habitat back thriving. This beautiful creek, which was home to our people for millennia and was ravaged during the gold rush. The tribe's role in it is to restore habitat, but also restore these plants that are important to us for our culture. We are the first stewards of this area. We should be the ones who are at the forefront of healing our homelands, healing the Sierras, helping our relatives to thrive.
The basket itself will outlive us. And so what we create outliving us also becomes this really powerful tool of resistance to colonization.